See, at first it was all about what was under the hood. Now I'm trying to be on top of the hood. Yo, it's the MalloryBrosPodcast, episode 193. We checking in. Happy Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
Happy week.
Happy week. This motherfucker week happy.
But like the week is started.
You could tell he had a rough Monday.
Hope everybody had a good weekend.
100%.
Come on, we hop right into Terrell. Weekend recap.
Welcome.
What's a weekend popping like?
I went on a cabin trip. Me and the Fion went to Deep Creek. Shout out to everybody from the DMV or anybody that's been to Deep Creek, Maryland, where you go way up 3 hours into the boonies to a cabin. It was dope though, because it was like it's my fiance, her best friend, and her man, who I've known my whole life. But like, I know, a couple of her friends, of course, but then it was a lot of people there that I just didn't know.
Yeah.
Everybody at the cabin knew somebody really well, and then had somebody else or a couple people at the cabin that they didn't know at all.
Yeah.
So that shit was almost like a social experiment.
Yeah.
Like 6 couples all in a fucking cabin. A few singles.
Yeah.
But we just eating together, playing games, you meeting people. But it was dope.
That sounds dope. That sounds like a dope little social vibe. That's kind of the vibe that we be on in Seattle. I'm not gonna cap.
It was definitely
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. It was the first time I have ever not seen my son in a day. Like, didn't wake up with, left him with the grandparents.
And the T.O.
And his uncle went over there, his aunts.
He had a bunch of company.
He had a lot of company. But honestly, bro, the best part of the trip was when we got back. The best part was when we got back.
Yeah.
I can't even lie to you. Shit was just... Seeing that face when you walk back in, I ain't gonna lie, I was jolly fucked up. I was telling my fiance, I was like, yo, when we was in the grocery store on the way there after we left him, I was like, yo, can we just go? Like, do you get everything you need? All right, let's go. And I had to realize, like, yo, you being mad,
pushy, like, let's get
back. You being
real
aggy.
Yeah.
I had to check my temperament. I'm like, you know what? This is a lot. She said, damn, is it cool if I look at the...
Anyway, I definitely feel like when y'all was gone, I don't know what it was, but the crew love was high. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over there, we just kind of felt like, yo, they lean on us, so we here for them. And my weekend recap, y'all really didn't do much this week. I don't even really have this big memory of last week.
You had Bentley?
Besides me having Bentley, yes, that was the best shit ever. That actually was one of the best parts of my weekend. I had my parents' dog here. That was just dope as fuck. What?
Yeah.
And then walking them, that shit is the best. Anyway, the biggest part of my weekend recap, y'all, is I did my due diligence and I did my research on this sports betting shit. And I told Terrell, we all been sports betting, right? We all have been doing it. Everybody has FanDuel. Everybody has everything. I just feel like some of y'all need to do what I did, which is go look at a video or two and get your strategies together and start making some smarter decisions. Because I swear, y'all, I was betting off the vibes. I'm betting off the fact that, Bron play tonight? Let me just put in to see if he... Nah. So, I will say that, to me, was a big part of my weekend. Or this past week. Is I feel sharp now. I feel like, if I do it, and I've been doing it, but I feel like if I do it now, I feel like I'm in a better position.
You need to be careful. I keep telling Terrance to be careful with that shit. He wants to call me and lecture me about how, bro, this sports bet shit. I'm like, bro, win some parlays first, or let's see some green. Let's see some one on FanDuel first. Then maybe I'll listen to what you're saying, because I done been there and done that. I've had the excitement part where you're like, hey, this shit I'm about to be rich.
See, but Terrell's talking
and then
to
I've
me
also seen that some of this shit
Terrell,
is...
Y'all, I'm not a nigga that's just now getting into sports betting and telling you, oh, I'm so hype, I'm about to get a whole bunch of money. Or you see that girl who was like, man, if we had sports betting, I would be rich because they ain't got it in her state. We were saying the same thing.
We was.
All I'm saying is, you see how she's saying that? I don't know why. I'm only telling you that I feel smarter because I actually did research. And I think there's a lot of people that just betting off of the fact that I play 2K and I watch the NBA. Oh, I'm going to put a bet in. Nah, bro, you might want to go and look at some betting strategy, studying odds, spreads, all of that. If you can't really explain all of that shit that you're looking at on that app, are you really trying to put your money in there? Ask yourself how much you winning. How much did you win?
Man,
because Terrell haven't won shit. Terrell haven't won a damn thing. And I posted my win. I posted my win on Twitter. We logging in.
Ask him how many parlays he's won versus the loss.
And that was my recap, and we're moving forward. First off, hold on, wait. Y'all, if you're getting into betting thinking that you about to win over 50%, you're tripping. You're tripping.
Yes.
It should look like loss, win. Loss, win. That's good. That's a good receipt. That's good.
No.
Yeah.
It sounds like you losing money. Loss, win. Loss,
win.
So 6 losses and 2 wins is good. Unless you winning all your money back.
I mean, think about it. Do you really think you about to win 5 out of 6 bets you place? Do you think that you're Houdini? You're not. You're a nigga that works. Or you're a nigga that is this brolic ass do-rag wearing nigga. You look like the nigga that somebody owes you money, boy. Fuck out of here. Even though that's a nice sweater.
When did My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy come out?
2000 lamb.
Oh, okay, cool. No, 2010, bitch.
Fuck.
All right, you want to get into
2011 was Watch the Throne.
Watch the Throne, right.
Yeah, let's get into it. Speaking of Kanye West, Kanye went viral for I don't know if you got the music or you got the audio for it.
Talk about it and I will see if I can find it.
Kanye West went viral in the middle of last week because he came out and said that he invented every genre of music the past 20 years.
Got it.
And I'm going to let y'all listen to it right here. Let's hear it.
And of this music game, I am, but not under Lucian. You're saying I invented every style of music of the past 20 years. I created the genre. I created weekend genre, Trav, Drake. You know, everybody. I'm going to say with all love, Future and Thug also because the auto-tune album. 808s. If you think about it, no one think about it. Everybody think about Trav, Weekend, and Drake, but no one thinks about Future and Thug also. The auto-tune album. Now, everyone, they added what it was to it, but here's a new genre. It's called Making Your Own Money genre.
All right, that's Kanye spitting a bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Completely disagree. Strongly disagree. Y'all ever seen a little drink? Completely agree, strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. I'm bubbling in, strongly disagree. Fuck out of here. You did not create every genre of music. You didn't even create the auto-tune album.
He said genre music the last 20 years.
You didn't create the auto-tune album. You didn't. And this is what I don't get about Kanye.
He had the best auto-tune album, though. So fuck out of here, because did Jay-Z create rapping?
That's completely different.
No, it ain't.
This is what Kanye fans do. All right, bet, let's talk
Terrell,
about it.
hold up.
So,
T-Pain.
Y'all now are...
Did T-Pain invent auto-tune?
No.
Right. So
nobody said that he invented auto-tune.
So before you try to give T-Pain credit for using it first...
These niggas are so shook, they already trying to spit out my arguments before I can even make them because they shook. It's crazy.
All right, go ahead. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to eat my M&M's. Hold on, wait.
I want, no,
like,
you're
the blue or the green?
You're the Kanye fan.
First of all, the green tastes different.
The blue M&M is the best M&M. They should make all blue. It's something about that coat.
I said the green and I got one.
Your hair is shaped like the brown one, boy.
What the fuck? Your head is shaped like the bag, boy.
You look like
somebody got one.
You look like the joint on Christmas. What? It does exist. Remember when they saw Santa? Ugly ass boy. You look like the yellow joint. Dumb as shit. Hey,
you look like the Coca-Cola polar bear.
They need to bring them motherfuckers back.
What
they were
mean,
not
boy?
as present last what's the name, boy?
Man,
you talking about polar, boy? What you look like, boy? Seal face ass, boy. You are literally a water dog. Puppy anyway.
You look like a Bernese mountain dog, boy. Big body ass.
What you look like, boy? Basset hound.
This nigga looks Beethoven built.
They gotta clean your ear ducts, or you get infections.
He's got a Cujo build.
He got
niggas scared to get out the car.
Oh, does it bite? Is he friendly? That's you, boy. You look rabid.
He looks like he's not friendly.
You dress like a nigga that coach. You look like a nigga that coach a little league baseball.
You look like you
You 100% like a baseball coach. Connor, that's not gonna work. We're switching you out.
And what you look like with the do-rag on? Nigga sitting here looking like a BMF side character. Fuck out of here, boy. You thought you was cool. Hey, that's me. I'm standing right next to, what's the nigga's name? You fuck with him too.
Who? Meech?
You fuck, yeah, Meech. That's me right next to Meech.
Nah, I like
Fuck
this
outta
shit, bro.
here,
That show,
pressed
first of all,
ass
that
nigga.
show was terrible. We can talk about that later, maybe. But back to this Kanye shit. Don't try to put it on me. You niggas agree with the fact that he said, I created the genre. First of all, you said I created Weeknd's genre. No, you didn't. Nothing that Weeknd does right now or before, to me, sounds like Kanye West.
What are we talking
Y'all will
about?
say-
Terrell? You sound okay. Bet.
So, Terrance,
does
I left my girl back home. Does that sound like Kanye?
no? But you know what it sounds like?
None of it does.
Memories made in the coldest winter.
No, it doesn't. It does not.
No, it doesn't. But guess what?
And guess
We're
what?
not talking. Let me say this first, Terrell. Let me say this because I'm really not about to get so deep into this with y'all.
Hold on. Let me say this.
And I'm gonna let
before.
you rock. Kanye West was not talking about sound. He was talking about influence. Does Young Thug sound like Kanye West? Does he? Does Beyonce sound like Whitney Houston? Does Beyonce sound like Tina Turner?
Yes, that was one of her inspirations.
But do she sound like her? Do you hear Beyonce and say
elements of what
I
Beyonce?
hear Tina Turner.
Elements
I hear
of
Tina Turner.
Elements
No,
of what
you don't.
Beyonce does.
And
comes-
elements of and a lot. Damn. Hey, look, dog, a Weeknd is basically 808s and Heartbreak Kanye West for a whole career, basically.
Y'all put so much stock into that fucking
Terrell,
album.
the future and Young Thug part of what Kanye said was the part that was kind of like shaky. But Weeknd and Drake, 1000%, both of they shit came from Kanye.
Weeknd said that 808s and Heartbreak is a special album because of what Kanye did with pushing boundaries, whatever. He didn't say the way that album sounded is why I started doing this shit. You cannot say you created a genre for the Weeknd. You did not. Weeknd, what you can't even do what Weeknd does.
He already did it. What the fuck are you talking about? He already did it.
So we go back to House of Balloons.
I don't see how y'all go and Google Kanye West 808s and Heartbreak.
I'm looking at the track list right now.
No, I'm saying just Google on your Google images and look. That's literally the Weeknd's whole fucking career.
What does Weeknd have that sounds like?
Do you see how everybody turns the conversation to that sounds like? Weeknd and Kanye
How
West
do we
sound nothing alike. But
Right.
Weeknd's whole career is crooning over a woman over R&B
That's not
slash
Weeknd.
80s, 70s pop hits. That's 808s and Heartbeats.
808s, there's nothing 80s about 808s and Heartbreak.
You sound, what the fuck are you talking about? Go listen to fucking
80s?
nigga. Go listen to fucking
Terrance, there's nothing 80s about this album.
literally
what is
808s
80s
and
about?
literally 808s and Heartbreak literally has 70s and 80s melody influence in it. And it rarely don't have that many samples at all.
Elements? Because Weeknd, look at his last album, Dawn FM. Legit, niggas will say, oh, first of all, what the Weeknd does conceptually,
The Weeknd is like 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, Kanye West for a career.
this is why I hate Kanye fans.
And My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Because
Fantasy was
how?
out before Weeknd's first project.
What? No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it
Terrance.
was. Weeknd's first project came out when?
Weeknd had mixtapes, first of all, that you're not going to find in your Apple. Second of all, his first joint was what? I wish I had G here.
I feel like Weeknd first joint was around Drake, right? 2010? 2011?
2011 is when we got House of Balloons. So y'all mean to tell me this nigga was sitting around and said,
2011.
Oh, what I'm going to do with my life?
2011, that's 3 years.
Her 808s and Heartbreak.
That's 3 years after 808s. Come on, Terrell.
So he did that and said, bet. I'm about
Do you
to.
know that, like,
Do y'all not know that he loves Michael Jackson?
Terrell, but you gotta.
Who also has songs like Dirty Diana, which is one of his biggest influences.
But
the nigga did a remix for.
There was nobody for 40 years doing what Okay, it's 2011 and you trying to be the next Michael Jackson. Sorry, no. Your lane is open for you to come in and be vulnerable as fuck. Whole album about missing shorty, right? Whole album.
Who's he working with, Terrance, in 2011? Who also?
Whole album about missing a girl, all straight melody. Kanye West did that.
Terrance.
On 808s and Heartbreak. First.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
hard to say that another rapper or MC did that.
Who was Weeknd working with in 2011 that put out arguably one of their best albums that's literally about women and vulnerability, and who is literally the king of vulnerability?
The nigga who said,
who was he working with?
He was working
in
with
2011. Hold on, wait, because
he was working with
we'll get to his influence. We'll get to Drake.
He was
but
working
think about
with,
it, Terrance. Think about this. Y'all will literally so there's no way The Weeknd could have been inspired by Drake. No way.
I'm not saying that.
Anybody that does anything remotely close to something Kanye kind of did, even if that nigga didn't do it first, y'all give credit to this. So can we say that T-Pain is responsible for Kanye's genre? Can T-Pain say, I created the genre? This is where you catch Kanye fans up. The nigga said, I created the genre, auto-tune genre. You just said, I created auto-tune genre. No, you did not. T-Pain had 2 albums already platinum, already out before you recorded 808s.
They weren't platinum.
Terrance, yes, they were.
No, the fuck they was not.
Yes, he did.
Terrell, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Yes, he did, bro. The nigga had I'm Sprung out. He had all that out before you did 808s. You talking about, auto-tune is me. No, it's not, nigga. And then it is unfair to rob all the other rappers that niggas are responsible for. You know what? I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you say. I've said a lot. I'm going to let you talk.
808s and Heartbreak. One of the first albums that is literally heartbreak. But I'm supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to have songs where I'm showing, you know what I'm saying, LOVE. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to have songs where there's some sort of like lightness. And I'm a rapper, so people are looking for rapping. 808s and Heartbreak was one of the first albums where an artist was that vulnerable. You feel me? When Kanye West first heard auto-tune, when Kanye West first did auto-tune, it was that Young Jeezy joint. I put on, shawty, I put on, that joint. Mm-hmm. Kanye low-key also arguably had the best verse on that joint. And they said that's when Kanye fell in love with auto-tune, right? Now, T-Pain definitely had his shit out. And we're not saying that T-Pain didn't have success with auto-tune. We're not saying that Kanye West invented auto-tune or used it first. T-Pain wasn't the first nigga to use auto-tune. You wasn't.
He wasn't, but
so
T-Pain ain't out here saying he created the genre for Kanye.
What Kanye is saying is look at right now, there are nothing but rappers using auto-tune.
Not because... and that's
Who is the first rapper to use auto-tune and get success from it? Who?
I would go T-Pain, number 1. Lil Wayne.
Fuck that, man. Niggas is trying to say
Kanye.
Wayne. It's Kanye.
It's Wayne. Niggas, and then listen to what I don't get. Kanye drops My Beautiful Dark Twisted, and I'm sorry, not Twisted Fantasy. He dropped 808s and Heartbreak, right? Yeah. He wants to take credit for Thug and Future's influence and say, because of auto-tune. Nah, them niggas looked up to the nigga that said, dreadlocks, face tats, I'm the apex.
When did Wayne use auto-tune first?
Wayne it's not just
Wayne actually did use auto-tune before Kanye West.
He did.
And he used it on Lollipop, and Kanye West fucked with a Lollipop remix, and that made him fuck with it. But Wayne
Exactly. Wayne is arguably more influential to Future and Young Thug than Kanye West. 100%. Number 1, both them niggas have dreads and face tats. You're already trying to look like Wayne. You already co-signed the Wayne look. Number 2,
because they can be influenced by both.
When it comes to the introspective tracks, people forget that in 2008, when that nigga dropped 808s and Heartbreak, Wayne also dropped the Carter 3 that had records like Tie My Hands, Shoot Me Down, deep, introspective, non-traditional rap cuts.
Yep.
So
hold on, wait.
Yes.
They were very, very much for the street. They were very much for, what do you call it? I'm blanking right now. They was what do you call it when something's mainstream? Commercial. They was a lot of commercial songs on Carter 3.
There were, but tie my hands
and it was
shoot
very
me down.
traditional hip hop.
Tie my hands and shoot me down were not what you normally heard. It was different.
That
and
shit wasn't. It wasn't what
next year
Kanye was doing with.
I just don't. This is the crux of it is.
Fuck that! You trying to get to the crux? You're wrong. You're wrong about the Future and
How?
because he's definitely influenced both of them.
Okay, but y'all want to say albums like Hendrix only exist because Kanye did 808s. That is not true. This nigga Wayne was already doing introspective
No, the fuck he
deep
was
cuts.
not.
Future
We talking about a whole fucking album.
Terrance, but Future spent time with Future. This is my thing about Future, and this y'all will
Wayne
never.
was never as vulnerable as Kanye West on 808s and Heartbreak.
I agree.
And Kanye
agree.
got killed for 808s and Heartbreak. Everybody said 808s and Heartbreak was trash. Everybody said that shit was whack. And then everybody ended up doing it. Your man Jay-Z even came out with Death for Auto-Tune, Moment of Silence. Damn. And guess who was wrong about that shit?
That was
Jay.
He was talking about, but you see, because guess what?
He was wrong.
He said, turn the auto-tune off. You T-Paining too much. Because T-Paining is the nigga who your guy copied.
Terrell, we
shit.
not talking about who did the shit.
It's because...
First, we talking about who stuck with it.
Your guy said he invented the genre.
Because he stuck with it and opened the doors for everybody else. Why?
Did he stick with it?
This nigga T-Pain was literally thinking about a career shift after Jay-Z came out with Death for Auto-Tune. This nigga T-Pain
Terrance, did you know
felt
how...
like his career was under attack.
Do you know how detrimental that was to have the biggest artist, the biggest rap nigga do that?
All I'm going to say is Kanye West faced the storm of what everybody said about Auto-Tune and continued to use...
Hold up. Keep going.
Continue to use it to his benefit. And while everybody shat on 808s and Heartbreak for what it was, this vulnerable album, vulnerable melody, no samples, just music. Well, it had samples. It had some samples, which was from 70s, 80s, you bitch ass nigga.
I won't give him Weekend. I almost won't even give him Trav.
100. These people have came out. Travis Scott has literally came out and said that he didn't listen to college registration. He didn't listen to College Dropout or Late Registration. He said he listened to 808s and Heartbreak, and that shit fucking changed his life. So you're wrong. He literally has came out and said it. Y'all man
and Heartbreak
Drake
would not exist.
Y'all man
without
Drake.
Scott.
Yes, it would.
Met Scuddy.
Yes, it would. His ass wouldn't have worked on it. It might not have been as good as it is, but it would have definitely was an album. It was an album before Cudi. I feel like it would have definitely still came. It would have still came through.
And then some of the even
niggas try to act like Cudi said, "Yo, I got this out." See, I don't like that. No,
Cudi is more responsible.
No, he's not.
Cudi is more responsible for what Travis's influence, right? Along with Travis's native Houston sound, has nothing to do with Kanye.
Y'all keep thinking about what a nigga sound like compared to Kanye, and it's not fair. Do Beyonce sound like, when you listen to Beyonce, do you hear Michael Jackson? When you listen to Michael Jackson, do you hear Beyonce? No, but she was able to be inspired by what he did, and that's what they saying.
We only know that because she said, I was inspired by...
So did Travis Scott. So now what?
Travis Scott was inspired by Kid Cudi. The
Travis
reason why
Scott
his name
literally said he was inspired by 808s and Heartbreak and owes Kanye credit for his career.
Nigga named...
He said this shit.
No, the nigga named himself after Kid Cudi. His name is Travis Scott.
Terrell.
Because of Kid Cudi's name. Listen to songs like Mr.
Kanye West Kid Cudi and Kanye West
Listen
work
to
together
their music,
is
bro.
Travis Scott.
Listen to their music.
Listen to the music.
Early Kanye, all the way up to what on 808s sounds like Travis Scott? Give it to me because I don't know. I'm asking a real question.
Fast forward past that and go listen to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Hold up. We said 808s.
No. Travis Scott said 808s was something that inspired the fuck out of him, and you saying nothing on it.
What about it sounds like the nigga? Because y'all want to say he created a genre.
So go listen.
You can be inspired by somebody, but that don't mean that they're responsible for your genre.
If you look at what Travis Scott,
album.
When you look at what Travis Scott is doing, it's exactly what Kanye West did. Even down to the shoes. Even down to his whole fucking career.
Even down to the shoes.
Nigga, you are at Nike. You doing
Terrance,
everything that I
why
did.
are we talking about that? Let's talk about.
No,
you
I'm
said
saying-
you created Trav's genre.
He
Kanye.
did. He
what?
did.
How did you do it?
Have you heard Utopia? That's literally Kanye West.
That is Travis Scott's version of your Yeezus. I'm sorry, I touched the nigga's face. Sorry.
You good?
Why you close this shit to
Why
my
the
finger,
fuck
boy?
do your finger? Why is his finger going everywhere to the point it touches my face? I could have fought him.
That's.
You know how niggas are? I can't believe he put his hand
Don't
on
touch
me.
me. You get serious, John?
Look, you keep
Tay Rock
talking,
serious,
I'm
John?
sitting there boiling up.
I didn't realize I touched you.
Before I go, never put your hands on me again. It was an accident. Come
Look, Utopia 100% sound like elements of Yeezus. But this nigga, Travis Scott, had what? 5 great albums before Utopia.
Terrell, go listen to what Travis Scott does and go listen to what Kanye West has been doing. Niggas forget.
Has been doing.
Yeah. Go listen to fucking My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Go listen to that. And then
Why
go
don't
listen to
we
Travis
just go
Scott.
listen to the... Why don't we go listen to the nigga that actually inspired
Anyway,
him?
Terrell,
His
let me
name
say
is
this.
Kid Cudi.
Y'all man Drizzy, and we got to move on because we on this for a minute. Y'all man Drizzy, you can look it up. He told Pitchfork. He saw what Kanye West did on 808s and Heartbreak. He said to see a guy so vulnerable on those crazy songs, I just literally took that style and ran with it. Literal words from y'all man. He literally owes Kanye credit for starting up his whole wave. Literally sampled Don't Say You Will. He literally sampled Say You Will on his first project. Or maybe that was the other joint. I don't know. One of his joints. Not his first joints, but one of them joints he sampled.
He did, but I wouldn't. But
Open
it's
the door,
unfair.
and now you did what you did with it. But come on. Come on. I'm the guy here, and then the branches come down.
But we can't say Drake's whole career is based off this album.
He didn't say
Y'all,
that.
Go listen to 808s again.
He did not say
Go listen to 808s again. I get it, but we not giving you all of the credit.
Why are you saying go and listen to 808s again? That's what inspired Drake to start doing his shit, and now you got Drake. What do you need to listen to 808s again for?
The only artist I'll give you is Drake. Because
Weekend.
No, I'm not giving you Weekend. You don't get Travis. You don't get Young
He
Thug and Future.
100%
These
gets,
niggas are putting
gets
Migos
Travis
on the chart.
He 100% gets Travis.
He doesn't get Travis, bro. Travis goes to Kid Cudi, who also
Kid Cudi and
is
Kanye West. Why you
Kid
acting like you
Cudi
can only
is-
be inspired by
Kid
one
Cudi
person?
is also one of the reasons that 808s exists. 808s is not 808s without Cudi.
Why are you
And it's not. Travis Scott, go listen to Mr. Solo Dolo, bro. Listen to like the elements in Cudi music early. Go listen to that first, The Pursuit of Happiness, that album, Man on the Moon. That sounds more like what Travis became. Why must I feel so wrong when I'm trying to do right? Boom. All those elements sound like that. Love Lockdown and fucking Heartless don't sound anything.
Why do
like
I have to argue with you about what
Travis
inspired Kanye, what inspired Travis Scott when he came out and said it? Fuck out of here, nigga.
Y'all take when niggas
Everybody knows that Travis Scott will tell you if it wasn't for Kanye West, we would not have Travis Scott. End of the day. Period.
If it wasn't for, okay, so if it wasn't for
You could say Kid Cudi too. Kid Cudi's a part of that. But
the
like,
bigger part of it.
it don't matter, Terrell.
That's like saying we wouldn't
Y'all
have-
are trying to make it
Y'all
seem.
think we wouldn't have Weekend without Kanye's 808s?
No, it's not about what Travis is doing now. It's about the opportunity you have to do what you're doing. Future put out an entire R&B album that was sad as fuck, right? Damn, who's put an album out, a whole album sad as fuck?
Drake, the nigga he worked with on the joint project before he did this project.
Who put the album out before Drake? Pussy!
Terrance, but you see,
Kanye!
if we going with first, then you gotta bring Outkast and all these other niggas who came way before him.
What Outkast album is a whole album sad
go
as
listen to
fuck
this-
with
go-
melodies, no
Terrance.
references?
We're not talking about the whole, because that's not fair. Because that makes it, okay, if then that's
But
the
what
case,
you're doing is you trying to
Nah,
make it seem like
Terrance,
808 is Heartbreak was done
no.
before and it haven't been.
Terrance,
808s and Heartbreak
808s
changed hip hop. It did.
808s
That's
and-
like me
it
saying
did.
Chief
No,
Keef.
it did. 808s and
Album.
Heartbreak did change hip hop. Can Chief Keef say he gave birth to everybody genre? No. He can say he changed the sound.
He can say he is responsible
guess
for
what?
certain sounds.
Kanye can't say he changed the sound with 808s because we already had a niggas doing auto-tune.
Kanye said he was
was
responsible for the next 20 years of hip-hop, not what happened with
How?
auto-tune. He said, I'm the creator. He didn't say I'm the creator of auto-tune.
He said
I'm responsible for the last 20 years of hip-hop, which is from 2004 when I first started this shit. Soon as I came on with soulful sounds over old school R&B beats. Old school soulful sound over R&B hip-hop beats. Guess what? I changed hip-hop then. Everybody started doing it. Then with 808s and Heartbeat, I'm sorry, let me start over. Then with 808s and Heartbreak, I went and I did my vulnerable shit, more melodies, less hip-hoppy shit, more singing, more fucking, less samples, 80s, 70s pop shit. Go listen to RoboCop. Like, I did that. Niggas start opening up. You got the Drakes and you got the Weeknds coming and singing. Look at these singers. Point to the Weeknd and Drake before Weeknd and Drake. You'd be pointing to Kanye West,
would not,
bro.
Terrance, you would not.
You wouldn't be. Who would you be pointing to? You're not gonna point to
Terrance,
Mike.
You would.
You would point to the closest, which
Terrance,
was
that's not
Kanye
true.
West.
Okay, well, if that's the case, T-Pain first album came out in 2006. Second album came out 2007. He had I'm Sprung, I'm in Love with a Stripper. He was a sad nigga. He did it first. He can say, I changed the game with this auto-tune shit, not Kanye. And would he be lying? No.
Being sprung is not being said.
Oh, God, now we're going to play semantics, because I can play semantics with some of the shit on his joint.
But the whole album was said, you trying to say because he had an I'm sprung and because he had an I'm
So
stripper,
now for the
then he
rest-
had the same type of project. That's bullshit.
For the rest of time now, we have to say whoever come out with a full album of sad songs is inspired by Kanye West. So I guess we throw Rod Wave in there. I guess Rod Wave wouldn't exist if Kanye didn't make 808s and Heartbreak, because he makes sad songs.
Absolutely not. Sorry, Wild Wave. You definitely have to thank Kanye West.
Are you serious?
You are a singing hip hop. What they say?
So what if he
would
say...
he be hip hop?
Terrance,
Is he hip hop?
What? Yes. What if
So
he-
then that means you're Kanye. That means you have to thank
You see
Kanye.
what
West.
Kanye and them? You see what Kanye fans do? What if Rod Wave came out and said, "Take care, changed my fucking life"? Y'all would say, "Well, Drake made." Okay, well, Kanye made it. So when the nigga tries to take credit, we gonna give it to T-Pain, because if you're
Terrell,
inspired by
T-Pain
this nigga is inspired by this nigga.
T-Pain didn't create the lane that
Terrance,
Kanye West went
you
down.
would not do an auto-tune
Kanye-
album if it wasn't for T-Pain
That
and
is
Wayne.
wrong. That is wrong.
And Wayne.
Everybody found out about this shit. It's not fair.
Wayne.
That's not
Wayne. Bitch ass nigga. I'm sick of these niggas.
Talking over me so that I can't talk.
Terrance.
It doesn't make you right.
These bitch ass niggas put the Migos
That
up there and
shit don't
said
make you
they
right.
said the Migos wouldn't exist if Kanye didn't influence Future. This nigga Future didn't put out Hendrix until 2000 what? 14, 15?
This nigga Future came on the track talking about. This nigga, think about it. How many rappers were
I'm
out?
sick of these niggas, man.
And y'all tell me you're not gonna say Outkast. That's not true. How many rappers were
Outkast.
out that were like legit singing? How many? It's gonna be hard for you to name.
My baby don't mess around because the
Look,
fuck
that's
outta
a
here,
chant.
nigga. That's a chant?
No, for sure. Y'all
Alright.
gonna say that singing?
No, you like to think yo shit
Shit
don't
don't
stink,
stink.
bitch
And
ass
we
nigga.
chant and a chant. They sound like we chanting.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Bitch ass nigga, these
You're
niggas
not
was singing.
singing.
Never meant to make
Yo,
your daughter cry.
I apologize a trillion times.
I'm sorry.
It's whole verses
Even
on
so
them
fresh,
joints.
it's okay.
Kanye is singing on. It's whole verses on them joints.
I like the way
You move. Da-da-da.
Come on, bro. This nigga can't take credit for creating
The-
that genre. He can take credit for inspiring some niggas' careers
I
in
love
terms of.
the Outkast challenge more than anything because that is very close.
What about
But you
Wayne?
gotta
What
give it-
about Wayne? What about Wayne? Y'all are sleeping on Wayne.
Terrell, people
Giving-
can be inspired by two people. You blowing me because now we getting long-winded on this. I'm sorry, y'all. People can be inspired by both Kanye and Drake. I'm sorry, Kanye and Wayne.
If y'all was just
Future
saying
is on the
that-
track singing, I keep a gang of bad bitches with me too.
Then that sounds
Who
like Kanye.
was singing on a track?
Drake.
Oh my God. This is insane, y'all. This is like me saying,
What if a nigga did say that though? What if Future said, you know what, my brother
Okay,
Drake,
babe.
What if he says, my
Well,
brother
guess
Drake
what?
did, hold on, wait, answer this. What if he says, my brother Drake did the thing, you know, getting his vulnerable bag, and that's my man, so, you know, I said, you know what, I'm gonna do something I haven't done before, I'm gonna make Hendrix. Y'all say, oh, he's inspired by 808s. Hold up, y'all don't even know that for sure. Y'all are just saying because he sung sad songs, it has to be 808s. This is what Kanye fans do. Y'all just want to give niggas whole careers. They're saying that Kanye himself now has picked up y'all bullshit. And now he's saying Future and Thug because auto-tune. What are you talking about?
has anybody,
You didn't create that.
anybody ever heard the Jeffrey album? You're Jeffrey? There's a song on there called Kanye West.
Yeah, and guess what? The
So why
nigga
the
looks
fuck?
just like Lil Wayne.
Why the fuck?
The nigga wouldn't exist
Okay, bet. He
without
got
Wayne.
a song called Lil Wayne.
Wayne inspired all you
right?
Southern niggas.
But why
to start
would he
rapping.
have a song called Kanye West? Because every song on Jeffrey, believe it or not, y'all, you got a song called Wyclef Jean. You got a song called... Every song is supposed to be about what inspires him. Guap, money.
That don't mean that
Harambe inspired him, and Kanye West is on that list.
Rihanna's on that list. Those
Yeah.
are people that inspired him at that time.
So why are you trying
Floyd
to make
Mayweather
it
inspired
he's
him
saying
at
this
that
shit,
time.
and
He
you trying to
didn't say-
discount this shit.
Terrance, he didn't say this nigga. Terrance,
Do
that
you
album
know that
came out
Kanye's courage
post 2011,
and he got
2010,
killed?
11, 12.
Terrell, he got killed for 808s and Heartbreak. Kanye. And everybody watched him face the noise and go with what he believed was right. The same way he did with the soulful music that he did for his first three albums. Or first three albums. So let me tell you this. Him doing 808s and Heartbreak and then facing all of that noise and everybody saying that it was trash and everybody saying all of this and watching him literally start to receive love also on the other side of it, that gave Young Thug the courage to do shit like a Beautiful Thugger Girls when I get into my career. This nigga's whole career, this nigga whole career is different. If you were looking for that artist back when Young Thug was breaking out, it was around 2011 through 2014. If you needed to look at who was being brave out here and changing music, the only person you would really see was Kanye West.
The Wayne did
Not only, but like changing hip hop, Terrell.
Wayne. Let me tell you
Wayne
this.
was the last elk of the good Cash Money. Come on, Terrell. He was a rapper.
Wayne is arguably responsible for Beautiful Thugger Girls way more than Kanye. Do you know why? Because in 2009, what came out? Rebirth was the title track from Rebirth from Wayne. Prom Queen. It was basically a whole fucking rock album.
That
So
joint-
fuck out of here.
But
The
he
nigga
did-
didn't. Y'all, you see how they just blindly give Ye credit? What if it was
Why
Wayne?
the fuck didn't Young Thug name the album title
I don't know.
Lil Wayne?
I don't know. Because he was only talking about niggas that inspire him right now. He was
Y'all know what Terrell does? Terrell draws a line to the closest reference of whatever he's
That's
talking
what y'all
to.
do.
And look, Kanye literally said it. Drake said it and Travis Scott said it, but we going back and forth on this shit. Come on, let's move on. Earlier in the week, we saw a tweet that was talking about the movie theaters and streaming. The tweet said that 2 out of 3 U.S. adults prefer watching movies on streaming platforms rather than going to the theaters.
Yes. That was a poll done by the team at IndieWire. Shout out to IndieWire. They've been doing it big for
Years.
We used to watch IndieWire every day when we were in college. But they did a study, and basically 65% of adults out of the 100% of applicants, 65% say they'd rather watch shit at home on streaming versus going to the theater. And that's what they were like, oh yeah, 2/3, whatever. Honestly, it's not as telling or it's not as shocking as it is to some people to see. We have known this was going to happen, especially when what happened via the pandemic. A lot of people didn't pay attention to what was happening to the film industry during the pandemic, where our bread and butter is getting asses in them seats and then everything shut down, but we still got to operate. They literally had to turn to streaming.
Yeah.
And for a long time, the median range of people that went to the theater was actually older people, matinee folks. The matinee, over the matinee. So it's not really telling to me. It makes perfect sense because that 30% is all people that's going to see the superhero joints, kids, and then young couples going to see shit. You know?
Yeah.
Like the spectacle type stuff that work.
I want y'all to imagine if you saw an article that said 2 out of 3 of U.S. adults prefer eating a meal in the comfort of their home over eating in a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think most people would say that they would agree with that. I think most people listening to this or watching this right now can agree that when you eat a meal, you probably would enjoy. It's nothing like a meal that hits at home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I had a choice to eat a dope-ass meal and they say, did you want to eat this dope-ass meal in the restaurant or at home? I think majority of the time, 2 out of 3 times, I'm going to probably pick at home. But I think that's because when it comes to eating, we know to separate those 2 experiences. Eating at home and then eating at a restaurant. Like, would you say or would you think, Terrell, I'll ask you, do you think that because 2 out of 3 people prefer to eat at home that we should start getting rid of certain restaurants? You would probably say, well, no, because when I want to go out, I want the restaurant to be there. That's the same way that I feel about the theaters. Because I feel like, look at DoorDash. They came out with DoorDash, fucking Instacart. You can do everything from your phone right now if you want to. But there's certain experiences that you just really can't take away. And to me, the movies is just like that. Like, yeah, I definitely would prefer to watch the new movie, a new movie in my crib over the theater. However, that don't have shit. That doesn't say shit to how I really feel about the theater, though. I still love the theater. Mm-hmm. Just if you ask me what I would rather do, I probably would pick.
Well, what would you pick for the streaming versus theater? Are you somebody that are you of the 2/3 that want to watch at home, or are you a part of the 1/3 that prefers the theater for new movies? Because think about it, new movie just came out. Would you rather boom Netflix, we watching the new joint, or go to the theater?
I think right now, I prefer watching it in the crib.
I think I might be.
Me and A-Train didn't have to get up and get dressed to go see Mia Copa. But you know what? I leave my answer with a grain of salt because I wouldn't have went to the theater to see that shit.
Yeah.
You know? I realized I go to the theater to see. So look, if it's a movie I love, if it's a movie that I'm interested in, I'm going to go to the theater and see it.
Yeah.
If it's just, everybody's talking about it, everybody's saying that this is good, I have the streaming platform, I'll watch it. But like, you know?
Yeah. I'm somebody that I would say I would put myself in that 1/3. Like, we just saw Dune. Like, it really depends on what it is. But if you ask me what I prefer, I will always prefer going into the theater. I think it's just not as feasible for people to do like they used to.
Yeah.
I think people have gotten used to, like, that's why I bring up the pandemic. That change, we had to adapt to, it ain't coming out in the theater. We're going to watch it on Netflix. Okay. And people got used to that shit.
Yeah, and also, I have an issue with the fact that, we've been pigeonholed a little bit by Netflix and the streaming services to the point where, okay, you want to see the newest movie, Will Smith? That joint is on Apple TV Plus, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The newest Martin Scorsese, that's going to be on Netflix. But then you come out with an article and you say, actually 2 or 3 people prefer to watch movies on streaming. Well, it's like, look, y'all got us having no choice for real.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it was forced on us. That's like asking us, would you rather listen to music on your phone or on CD? Well, when you take CDs out of the fucking store, you make that a hard question to answer.
Let me take you down memory lane. You remember when we was working at Best Buy? This was 2000, let's go 16, because I was up Springfield by this time. Mm-hmm. The big boom of Roku, Fire Stick, everything came out. Do you remember what the sales pitches were? You trying to cut cable? Mm-hmm. Cable's too fucking expensive. All you need to do is get a Fire Stick or get a Roku.
We was the ones spitting.
Look, Netflix only costs $10, and if you want to use this and that, you're gonna pay. Look, I used to tell customers, I'd rather you pay $40, $50 in subscriptions and cut that $150 cable bill and just use this. Motherfuckers was getting antennas and shit and everything, so they could get 4, 5, 7, and 9. But nowadays, Netflix $22.99, HBO Max $14.99, Amazon Prime, if you don't want the ads, $15. We have legit worked our way back up to cable prices. And guess what's still high as fuck? Cable.
Hell yeah. If you would have told me that in 10 years, we would have a separate streaming service for every single streaming platform. If you would have told me that there would be a Starz, HBO, Hulu, if you told me there would be all of this, I would have told you that movie theaters would definitely probably not be a thing anymore. Do you remember when we used to say stuff like, man, imagine they just drop a movie on Netflix and we can just watch the new movie on our Netflix? They ended up doing that shit.
Yeah.
Movie theaters were supposed to die. But guess what? Because of the experience, I think that's why they're still around.
Yeah.
Like, I'm always going to cherish that experience. I hope they never get rid of it, but I told Terrell and I'll say it again. I think movie theaters are going to become like drive-in theaters. Like, I think the movie theater in the future is going to be such a niche. Yo, you want to do some throwback shit? Let's go to the movies.
Yeah.
It's going to be like going to a fucking,
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
do you think that the movie theater will still thrive with like your blockbuster joint? Like, think about like with Dune coming out, Barbie, things that people can make eventful.
Yeah.
Think about Barbie. Everybody put on pink. All the ladies got together. They went, and then it was the nostalgia part of it. So you got older motherfuckers that used to play with Barbies going to see it, or people that just knew. Like, we knew about Barbie. We didn't play, of course, but fuck it, take the lady to go see it.
Yeah.
Then you got the little girls, but then you got the superhero wave. You know, they're working on Batman, another Batman. Another
Don't forget one of the biggest waves is the horror wave.
horror. Yeah.
Yeah.
Horror is the biggest driver.
Biggest
for the theater.
driver.
Yeah.
One of.
And animated. Kung Fu Panda kicking ass this week.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like you don't see too many. You know, you used to walk in Best Buy and see the big advertisements of the movies that were to come. These DVDs getting ready to come out. This movie is out. Like,
That new remember the new release rack?
yeah, and look, studios would say, yo, we're going to put a Best Buy and we're going to put this big Guardians of the Galaxy thing up and have all the DVDs in that. Dog, that was making people pay attention to their products. And I think, wow, when you look at these stores, you see less and less of that. Less about what's on screen, more about what's online. And I'll just finish it by saying this. To me, I think the only way that they'll be able to save movie theaters is if they just up the price on seeing it. If going to the movies was like this vintage thing, like it's vintage to go to the movies and go in there. Let's say it costs $50 for a ticket. It's already expensive. But I feel like only then people would start saying, you know, oh yeah, let's go to the movies, because then it would be almost like this thing of value. I feel like as long as the movies are always the same price in the same places, as long as like the availability is what it is, it's either gonna all die at once, or I think AMC could say, look, we're closing 200 theaters and we're gonna take all of our theaters and turn them into what's called AMC Luxury. Fucking $65 tickets, put a massage seat in there. It's only one theater here, one theater there. Trust me, you raise the prices, it ain't gonna be packed. Make it for adults. It's this date night fun. You pay a little bit. It's an experience. Instead of paying fucking, not Amy Adams, but what's her name? Nicole Kidman. 7 million you know what I'm saying? Whatever to do the commercial. That's the only way I think people will start saying, you know what? I want to go to the movies, and there's a luxury upscale option that I know is going to be legit.
And you see, that would be smart for AMC to do, because one of the only reasons we still go to the movies is because we like the luxury theater side of it.
Yeah.
Like, you go to a Cine Bistro, they got a whole menu. Do you know you can't just, in the beginning, like when you get there, they don't just say, oh, here's your ticket, and your ticket is, you're in theater 4, unless you get there late. If you get there on time, a host comes from the back and says, anybody here for the such and such show or whatever? They walk you to the theater, walk you to your seat. Then they be like, start you off with something to drink.
That's
like
crazy.
It's like a legit restaurant.
No
type.
commercials?
Yes, there are commercials. While your food, you ordering and shit, whatever. And look, they got a little,
nachos.
every seat got a little light. You know how
You
know how you go to the movie theater, and when the light, if you go to the one of the theaters that you eat in, even like
none of those.
what's the one that motherfuckers go to the most? iPick. You go to iPick theater, you order a fucking burger, the lights are gonna go way down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't keep the light on. You just eating in the fucking dark. You better hope you're not seeing nothing dark. Cine Bistro got that little personal light.
Yeah.
That shit is just so clutch. if AMC takes on a more luxury approach, I do think that they'd be better.
But you see, that's my thing. At that point, we might as well just go to the fucking Fogo de Chao if I'm trying to go to the fucking cinema and get me a fucking 2-stack double waffle burger with bacon sauce with bistro. Hey, look. Popcorn, please. This is ridiculous.
And an icy. You see how everything runs into each other, though? They were not ready for people to not go to the theater. There was a whole writer strike to try and fight AI. They said, fuck it. We about to use some of this artificial intelligence to get some of this money and not have to pay these actors. Think about it. We had an actor strike, writer strike. All of that shit happened because the industry started to look for easier ways to get shit done without you motherfuckers.
Nah, yeah. 100%.
Y'all need to, anybody that works in indie industry, just think about that. I remember when I was telling Terrance this shit last night. When I used to be at work, I remember when certain jobs were launched. We getting a supervisor for this whole front up here. We ain't got to come up here no more.
Yeah.
And look, 2 years later, that position is gone.
Yeah. I remember seeing, I knew people that worked there for years and their position just get clipped. So we were like, yo, it ain't no reason to get too hung up on this. And it was always about thinking about what was next. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all are in those positions right now, and I'm telling you, like I said, it all adds up.
As much as the company you work for will tell you that they're all about people and they love people, that company is always thinking about how to do more with less of you.
Right.
That's just a fact.
That means when you're moving in there, you need to be thinking about you. Don't be thinking about this company. I know you would probably look good morally if you actually pick up this shift instead of doing them chores you said you wanted to do. Because now that they said, hey, who wants to work? You think morally, oh, you know what? This person's a great guy. Look at them picking up a shift. No. You're getting the fucking job done. They're going to say, oh, bet, you going to cover it? Cool. And now my job is done. I'm going to go home and sleep well. You going to sleep well? Bet, yeah. Are we thinking about this person for stepping up? You think they are. They're not. They don't give a fuck. And when they say it's your time to go, you think all them little extra things that you was doing is going to add up. I've seen it not.
I don't know the way.
Terrell's not going to agree because he used to be a nigga that was sitting there telling you, oh, yeah, do you want to work?
I remember the motherfucker that didn't want to pick up shifts, that wanted to move up, having to have that conversation with them and say, you don't have that.
Man, Terrell's a nut.
Hunger.
Do y'all know, I used to meet people, and they used to be like this. Look, I used to meet the niggas that used to work with Terrell. I used to walk in his store, and they used to be like, yo, what's up, bro? I'm like, Terrell got y'all in this joint.
That's not true. Ask anybody that.
Fuck that nigga. Where is he at? I'll tell his bitch ass off.
Ask anybody who used to work for me. I was never that guy.
I used to come in and Trey used to be like, all right, Terrance, yeah, you can't be in here because he knew I was going to switch up his whole shit. Fuck it.
Niggas in there talking to me about.
All right, Terrance, I can't have you talking to my employees. Fuck this nigga. We in the Best Buy. Hey, yo, where the Bluetooth speakers at? Look, I work here.
I would have fired this nigga.
I wasn't the worst, but like, I wouldn't have been a good Terrell employee.
Work for me.
Fuck Terrell.
But that is a good point, though, to tell people that. But on the heels of the movie shit, the American Society of Magical Negroes came out. It did $1 million at the box office, which is terrible. It did not do well. It's not something that I would say people didn't expect. It has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. And we didn't really talk much about this movie, but we knew this shit would happen.
Yeah. It was definitely embarrassing to even see. We didn't really talk much about it because it was just like, whatever. But it was definitely embarrassing to just see the title of the movie get greenlit. Like, who is behind the, this is a good idea part of, Book of Magical Negroes. And this is no shade to the people who might have been in it or worked on it. Creatives create. And sometimes good things actually get covered up by very small, insignificant shit. And I think this is one of them ones.
I think where the movie really suffered is in not only, first of all, you get shock and awe with the title. You name this joint the Society of Magical Negroes. You're going to get people be like, okay, what the fuck is this about? Is this like some black Harry Potter shit? Because Negroes, magic, whatever. The movie is about these niggas using their magic to make white people's lives easier because when white people aren't happy, bad things happen. It's just not something that is good.
After everything that I've said, y'all, I'm sorry, But after everything that I said, y'all don't be thinking, damn, this nigga Terrance low-key be having a little bit of a point. Come on. I know some of y'all probably
ridiculous, bro.
hate my guts. But I mean, come on. Did y'all see Fantasia's speech at the NAACP Awards? People was like, yo, what did you think about this? Come on, bro. You know what I think.
What did she do up there? I didn't know.
It wasn't
a short version.
I'm not gonna say too much, but it's Fantasia Burrito. That is a woman of God. So I'm not gonna sit here and
you ain't gonna tell her nothing about her God.
No, it ain't even about that. It's just about like you are also to me just a beast. To me, I feel like Fantasia bigger than a NAACP award stage. Like I don't know why I feel like that, but she got up there and to me she said I didn't think I would win. You know, and I'm like, man, fuck that. You didn't think you was gonna win the NAACP award, man. I feel like she should be. You know how I am, y'all. It ain't about religion. To me, it's about just, I don't want you to look weak up there. I don't want you to look back at that moment and be like, damn.
Nah, you're right. I think about Fantasia getting that role for Color Purple and how she was like, remember? It was a big deal for her. So I do get it.
And I'm not here to shit on anybody's whatever.
You done? You done? You said you was done with that.
I'm done with it. Y'all can see it.
He just gonna sit back and wait for us to.
I'm not gonna be that guy that was like, did you see? I was watching some guy that was like, I don't know what the dude said. Everybody's asking me my opinion on this. I don't really have an opinion. I just don't see why the fuck I would give a fuck about a man who's. And they were like, you're saying your opinion. I don't really have an opinion on this table. I just think it's a stupid ass fucking table. Why would I sit there? I don't have an opinion on it.
That's it. Stop asking. Okay. Now we know.
Come on, Tyrese.
So. We still on TV and movie shit. 50 Cent announced Power Origins, which is supposed to be the young Tommy and Ghost. Why would you do 3 seasons of Raising Kanan? What was the point? I thought for sure, Raising Kanan, he gonna meet Ghost Tommy. We gonna see how they whole operation. We watching.
Nah, but you know what'd be dope? The Ghost and Tommy story or whatever. And then at the end of the joint, they be like, yo, who's that guy? Who's that kid over there? And then you look, and it's the nigga y'all been watching for 3 seasons.
That's what I think. That's what I think is
dope.
Gonna happen.
I feel like it's a little too late, but we gonna watch. Not saying it's too late, like we not gonna give a fuck. I do think the real opportunity with Power Book Origins was right after the show finished. I think he decided to go with Tariq, and Tariq let you take the storyline that was already there and stretch the fuck out of it. They got a great 3 seasons out of, I think, Power Book Ghosts. Mm-hmm. And then you were able to do Force, and you were able to do Kanan, and you were able to say, I got 3 shows. But I think as far as momentum, as far as actual TV, I think the momentum has always been about continuing and us wanting to know what was up with Ghost. That was the first person that we started with, So I think it's a good idea. I just fear, is it a couple years too behind when we was in our hay of power? We was doing power reviews. Y'all remember? The real fans watching this, you a real one. And y'all leave in the comments if you was here watching us do power reviews. Power!
Season whatever.
Michael Rainey Jr., which is the star of the show, came out and said that he found out that the show was canceled when everybody else did, which is on social media. And I feel like that's kind of fucked up. Did you see 50 Cent quoted the tweet and said, because Michael Rainey Jr. don't answer his phone?
Yeah, I seen that.
I actually like seeing that because I don't know if that means they have a great relationship. And I was going to say, I hope 50 and Michael Rainey Jr. and the whole cast, I hope that he still has a good relationship with them. I don't know why. But I feel like, once he gets attached, maybe 50 Cent has his folks that we can say, oh, he was in power, Yeah, I would keep it going. Hope it ain't like a 50 Cent thing where it's like, fuck everybody over there.
Nah, yeah. I would like to see Michael Rainey do more movies and different shit. I feel like he kind of been stuck in the Power Universe for a minute, which is why when the fans' response was, oh no, they're canceling the best Power spinoff. Yeah. This is crazy. This is an injustice. They should have canceled something else. My thing is, y'all will literally just want this to run forever. Like, it doesn't matter how sloppy it gets. And that's one thing that I'm learning about how people watch TV.
Yeah.
People don't give a fuck if it's trash. Like, the people that watch BMF know it's bad. They'll just be like,
they're just gonna watch it.
I just watch it for the story, bro. Nigga, the story is bad. That's the
worst thing about the Michael Rainey Jr. finding out about this shit, whatever, is I hated what he said after. He was like, don't even worry about it, because you know me and, what's the dude's name? Gianni?
Yeah.
He said, me and Gianni, we in here. You know, we working, we writing. What do you mean writing?
Pick up
a script. Like, no, that is the worst thing. Oh, great. You mean to tell me they canceled the show? Oh, but y'all are in there writing. Bet.
I would like
Were
to
you
see,
writing the show?
I would like to
No.
see Braden do something other than be Braden.
I
That
would
nigga's
love
Braden in
Tariq,
real life.
Tariq and Braden can go do a whole 21 Jump Street series if they want. Don't call it 21 Jump Street, but I would dead ass watch both of them do a. All right, bet. Look, what's the joint? Oh, they bringing it back. Look, Project X. Remember Project X? Remember shit like, oh, my mom's not here, so we throwing a party, or oh, yo, we throwing the biggest party, like Michael Rainey Jr. could be in front of something big. I'm glad, low key,
That this power
that
shit
this
is
gonna
coming
push him away, because he's been skilled since a kid in love.
He is. Niggas don't know.
He was in love with Omari Hardwick, right?
No, that was Common.
Oh, that was nigga, look like.
They was in Maryland. They was eating crabs. That movie is close.
Watch me find out
they
Michael
filmed it
Rainey
out
Jr.
here.
from Maryland.
No, he's not.
His mother went to Howard or some shit.
I know his folks are Jamaican, but I don't know where they are from in the States.
Why they be from DC?
But I'm glad that I'm glad it's over, man. It's just getting to the point where it should be finished.
Somebody get word to Tyrese Halliburton that I gotta play up.
Michael Rainey Jr. 100% was raised in New York. You can't tell he's a New York nigga?
Oh, he is New York. I'm an idiot. I was thinking because of the old movie. But look, y'all, moving forward, that's sad news about Power, but y'all know we're going to be locked in. Y'all know that. One thing I did want to talk about is I saw on the TL, I saw two tweets that kind of stood out to me. The first tweet said something like, and I don't know what they are to be exact, so I'm going to just say them. The first one said, you 25 and still trying to go to Miami? Or y'all be 25 and still trying to go to Miami? Like, bruh, leave that. You know what I'm saying? That's back when I don't know, whatever.
I saw that tweet.
You saw that tweet. Then another one said, if you 25, this girl said it this morning. She put, if you 25 and still going to the club, you not the man for me. Come on, we pushing 30. Come on, you almost 30 and still in the club. And I said, damn, you know what? The youngins are saying that if you still going to Miami and you 25, then you too old to be doing that, you know? And they saying that if you still in the club at 25, then damn, you pushing 30, you shouldn't be in the club anymore. And I said, right now, a lot of Gen Z, shout out to y'all, a lot of y'all feel like your life is going by fast and that there's a lot of pressure on you to be super successful at a young age. I need y'all to start seeing that it's little things like this that is stressing you out. And I don't even know why y'all think this. I don't know why this girl would think that if you're 25 and still in the club, that, hey, damn, you need to leave, you pushing 30. Because you literally low-key can't get in most clubs until 21. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you can't drink for real until you're 21.
You can only really live. Y'all ain't even really been clubbing for real, but for 4 years.
But for 4 years. And my thing is like, I see a bright side of that. Because low-key, maybe you shouldn't be in the club at 25. Because when you think, or look, the dude who said you 25 and going to Miami, right? Well, when I think about when I really wanted to just like go to Miami and I wasn't on nothing specific, meaning I ain't have enough for a vacay or a little, you know what I'm saying? When I just wanted to go down there and just be on some where the bitches at, excuse my language, I was probably like between 18 and 21.
18 to 21.
When I was 25, it was kind of like, oh, y'all still trying to go to Miami and be like, oh, come on, y'all, let's all get together and go to Miami for spring break. That's kind of a high school thing. And look, at 25, Terrell, me and you can both say that's probably where we stopped giving a fuck about like being at the function.
Yeah.
Maybe not even club, because club is a general term.
Yeah. It was a very lifestyle for us, though. We was working full time. We had bills. We moved out faster than a lot of people because we got home from college earlier than a lot of people. So we was different. We have friends now that, look, we all turned 30 this year that still go to the club. I don't necessarily see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, me neither.
But I'll tell you this. It seemed like Gen Z be trying so hard to escape their youth.
Yeah, it's almost like they want to be like us. We supposed to be saying, bro, you 30, you need to leave the club. Y'all, it's almost like y'all trying to appeal to us with this, oh, damn, you pushing 30. Why you in the club? Yeah. No, he not pushing 30. He 25. Like,
And remember we had a TikTok that went a little crazy where we was talking about how they don't want to enjoy their 20s no more. They trying to hustle. These motherfuckers stress early.
Yeah.
Remember that TikTok from that episode we talked about? And
that's what this reminded me of.
It kind of reminded me of that. Like, damn, this dude was like, y'all will not gatekeep Miami. I'm 33 and go every year with my wife.
And for my millennials out there that's at 28 to anything above, we all are looking at them tweets like, hold on, wait. Y'all not rocking with people that's going to the club at 25? I was just there, for so-and-so birthday. Because that's how it is when you older. You're not just going because you want to. You showing up because you was probably invited to somebody's function.
100%.
But it just like, yo, that's it. To me, it just looked like the person saying, oh, y'all, I don't know. It just seemed like, yo, keep your youth.
Yeah,
keep your youth.
Stay young. But you know what, T? It's too, like you said, they growing up with these, and you seeing, I told you the other week. Y'all know I was looking at AMG. Still looking at AMG. Fuck you talking about. My YouTube algorithm now is bought my dream car at 20. Millionaire at 21. Yeah. And these videos, you watching these motherfuckers get out of Rolls Royce. This motherfucker's buying the AMG I want. He's 9 years younger than me. I'm like, oh, we must do fucking crypto. I don't know. But it's so much fucking pressure.
It is.
From the world that these young niggas, they not even trying to live their life. They stressing. Cause and then look, the women, especially, I can speak for the fellas, but couple that with your TL being filled with men, if you don't make enough, you shouldn't even date. You got big Jounce saying, if you make 50,000, don't date. Like, and they're going to work making decent money, because if you make $50,000, you make more than the average, you're above average at that point.
Yeah.
At 50,000.
Yeah. So, and look, no shade to the big Jones. We just saying,
right.
We really
she
just
was
saying,
up there,
you shouldn't be somebody with so many judgments and all of these whatevers.
It ain't even about the fact that she was big. I'm just trying to remind people of that video that came out. But this rhetoric like that, oh, how much is those videos? How much does a man have to make a year to date you? 250,000. We hear that and be like, these bitches is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse my language. It's Ramadan. Sorry. But they hear that and it's kind of, they probably think the same, but when you young, that pressure is different. And sometimes it's subconscious. Like, you're not even registering that. You're now receiving, okay, cool, this is how the world must be.
Nah, yeah, and honestly, when you think about it, it made me think, and I'll bail the guys out a little bit. I've seen ladies say, fuck marriage, fuck a ring, fuck that, I'm living my life, fuck having to settle down early, fuck having kids, y'all having kids early, or y'all waiting too long, or y'all having kids early and I want to live my life. I've seen a lot of people say stuff like that. Like, on one hand, y'all are saying that you want to live and you want to enjoy your life and it ain't about traditional things and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But then on another hand, you think 25 and still in the club. I mean, that's no man for me who's 25 and still in the club. But when you're 25 and still in the club, it's because you want to live your life and you want to do you. Or when you 25 and you single and you just traveling around the world dolo, not fucking with nobody, we supposed to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Should we tell the person that's just traveling around at 25, hey, you pushing 30 and you just trying to just travel around by yourself and explore the world? Really? And you pushing 30? Would we say that? No. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I think, it definitely is subjective and it definitely comes down to like exactly what your lifestyle is, or whatever it is you're doing, or what you want.
And I tell these young niggas all the time, you literally have an advantage. I have talked to so many 20-year-olds about their lives. Do y'all know how many 22-year-olds, 21-year-olds hit me on IG and be like, yo, I'm trying to figure out. So when y'all was like, what would you say? What advice would you give somebody that's young and hungry for success, whatever? And I'm like, try everything, because how old are you? 20? If you want to try to do this fucking music shit, you can literally do it for 5 years, do nothing else, and you'll still be 5 years younger than the 30-year-olds that are applying for the same job as you. I knew that shit when I was I was a 22-year-old sales manager. I was in there with 40-year-old motherfuckers. So try everything, because if you stop, shout out to my boy Amanique who listens to this podcast. I remember telling Amanique, you can quit this job, bro, and if you wanted to come back, they'll take you. He quit. They told you, you're making the biggest fucking mistake of your life. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. He did his own thing for a little while. Shit got unchy. He said, you know what? I'm about to go back. Guess what? Welcome that nigga with open arms. And he's making great money now.
Nah, yeah.
You got time.
You definitely have time. There's definitely so much time still on the clock, y'all. Fuck the clock. We about to live to be 300 years old and multiply that by 300 more years and you get 900. Fuck you time about pussy. I broke every watch that I had. Staying on the ladies, and we moving right into a fan favorite. It's been a minute, but it comes a time in life where you gotta make a choice,
Christ.
you know? And there's some times in life where you get a chance, and in life you get chances and you get choices, and what he chooses to do with his choice, shit,
Terrance.
that's his choice.
Where is that? Give me the drink, because I'm supposed to put it on.
Okay. Chance and the Choice is back. It's been a minute. I said, damn, we need to have some fun on this podcast. I think we got some good ones. Let's lock in. Terrell, you get a chance and a choice. And what you choose to do with your chance, that's your choice. You could date a professional wrestler or a professional boxer. Which one?
I'm gonna do the wrestler. Have you seen them wrestlers?
Yeah,
Them wrestlers fine as hell now.
they are. But I mean,
Give me the wrestler.
Alicia Baumgartner, she's fine and she's a boxer.
Yeah.
So,
but
it ain't about,
I'm
there's
not
not that it's
trying
none
to
on that
deal
side.
with the wrestling is, I think, less wear and tear on the brain.
Okay. You think Shorty might be at home CTEing you? She in there cooking grits and it's nighttime? Are you okay? But I mean, look, wrestling could 100% be CTE. They are flying off top ropes. I might not even get hit. I might be a Floyd Mayweather.
100%. I
girl.
just think it's less head trauma, you know?
Okay, so what you think? Why? I mean, what does that have to do with the dating of the professional?
I feel like they would age better.
You think the wrestler is going to age better?
I think the wrestler will age better than the boxer.
What if you only dating them? You're not going to marry them for life and die. You're just going to date them for 2 years.
Well, based on what I've seen from the wrestlers and what I've seen from the female boxers, I would take the wrestler.
I would pick the female boxer and keep it a hundo. You want to know why? Them female wrestlers, I'm asking you an open question. Them female wrestlers are fucking superstars. I do not want, I think, and them fans, I think I would pick professional boxing over wrestling because wrestling fandom is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be able, you're going to go out and it ain't going to be people that watch TV that see a girl. It's going to be low-key everybody. The old white man at the... Yeah. I'm telling you, a professional... And shout out to the professional wrestlers because you're right. If it was just a looks thing, I might go with the wrestlers. Because I think we all have started tuning into wrestling for... Yeah. And then really it's just... It ain't a whole bunch of fine women boxing, I don't think.
Nah, yeah. And that would be tough.
Baumgartner is fine, though.
I'll be with one of them wrestlers, and then look, I'll just be stay at home. You ain't even gotta post me on your IG, nothing. We could be low key.
Would you rather? We moving on. Chance and a choice. You get a chance.
Terrance, we get it. It was my choice. Question.
You could fight a bear for 10 minutes, or survive in a room with a poisonous snake for 2 weeks.
Do y'all know what would happen in 2 minutes with that bear? You're done. So one, you may live. The other one, you're absolutely cooked.
I didn't say you was in a big ass room with a whole bunch
said
of
I had
stuff.
to-
I said one room with a poisonous snake. One strike, you're done. Bears are idiots. That motherfucker for 10 minutes might not even realize that I'm in the room.
Terrance, are you kidding me? That motherfucker will smell you and be like, I'm about to eat this motherfucker. Have you ever seen
If I got a mint or something on me, I'm good. That motherfucker gonna be sitting over there and I'm out.
Is an idiot. His perception
Honey, Terrell, 2 weeks with a poisonous snake in one room. Good luck.
both are fucked. I would take the snake over the bear.
But you can survive a fight with the bear.
I feel like I
He
can
might
kill
not
the
kill
snake.
you. You're not surviving one bite from a poisonous snake.
I
How?
can kill that snake.
You gonna try to suck it out? I heard they say you snuck it out.
Let's say they
But
give you
put
one
it right
weapon.
back in.
You give me a gun. I'm gonna kill that snake. Bow, 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 bow to the snake.
Bow, 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 bow. Are you Clint Eastwood? It's gonna be harder to shoot the snake than the bear.
I'm emptying the motherfucking club, whole 17 in the snake. Bow, 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 bow. I'm gonna get his ass one way. Guess what? You can empty 17 Terrance into that bear.
Oh no!
If that bear coming at you, Terrance, if that bear coming at you, it don't matter if you shooting. That motherfucker's getting you.
Bears are pussy. If a bear's coming at you and you just make a whole bunch of random noise, the bear gonna be like, a snake?
Terrance,
Nah.
not when it's in fight or flight. If it's in a room with you, it's gonna be in fight or flight. He's gonna choose fight.
When Adam told Eve that he saw something that made him bite the apple, was it a bear
Terrance, you telling the
or
story
a
all fucked
serpent?
up. You telling the story all fucked up. Put me in the room with the motherfucking snake. I'm making it out.
He gonna be in that joint. 2 days in, we gonna come back and he been dead for a week. I was wondering why the camera wasn't having motion. All right, look. Last one.
This motherfucker is stupid.
You get a chance and a choice. You could either have a fine ass doctor, right? That you're attracted to. Or your partner could have a fine ass cousin that you're attracted to.
Give me the doctor. I ain't gonna see that doctor but once or twice or 3 times a year.
I'm gonna say give me the cousin.
Nah, the family is just too.
Because guess what?
Family is too.
I can die on the hill of. I can die, and A-Train would never know that I had a blazing crush on like a cousin of hers. But your doctor being fine, your doctor has to come and touch you, and your doctor you have to confide in. If you have a doctor that you think is attractive, you are in literal life danger.
How?
Because you cannot think about it. You really don't have a doctor. You have a crush. You can't. I don't want to go to the doctor. I wouldn't want to go to the doctor and I was attracted to my doctor. And now, like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you subconscious about.
I'd rather do the cousin. All I got to do, if you think somebody cousin fine, whatever. She ain't got to touch me. Green beans, I was just getting ready to grab those. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then look, that's it. The doctor saying, oh, you having knee pain? Oh, well, let's just see what that knee feels like. I'm going to be like, hold on, but you know what? I feel like I might be good. Oh, you know how she got the stethoscope on me. And I'm on the joint with the joint under the... I got my joint stiff under the paper napkin skirt I got on. I feel like I'm feeling pain in my upper back. I'm trying to get her away from her. I think it's your stomach, no. Ooh, doc. That's why I say, yo, I think I would probably go with a fine cousin. I ain't got to see him. You know, whatever. Some people's cousin is fucking Rihanna. Some people's cousin is Beyonce. Hey, this is my cousin Wendy, Cheryl, and then of course you know Beyonce. Yes, I do. Love on top. It ain't no thing, whatever. Or somebody's cousin is, look, Idris Elba. Some of the women might be like, yo, see if your family's gonna come through. And you're like, why?
I got one for you. It's a stock. It just came to my mind. All right. You pull up to a red light, right? Somebody hit the back of you, bow, right? Piss you off, knock blood in your mouth, bow. It's one of those ones where you were like, yeah, you know. It's not just a regular pause. It's not just a regular hit from the back. It's like you were jolted, like, oh,
Whoa.
shit. Pause. But you get out the car, right?
Yeah.
And the girl that hit you is drop dead gorgeous and you single.
Yeah.
So not relationship you, but single you. The girl that hit you is drop dead gorgeous. And I mean, she's like Christina Milian. Love don't cost a thing shook. And she's like, I don't have insurance. I don't have money. Can you help me out? What you gonna do? What's your course of action? What'd you do? I don't have insurance. Is that Van Cleef?
I would say, see, at first it was all about what was under the hood. Now I'm trying to be on top of the hood. Hey, yo, honestly, if I was a single dude, fellas, and it's her fault, we starting a relationship off with her taking accountability, sign me up. Fellas, that is a dream. Are you kidding me? Boom. You be pissed off, you get out, you turn into the most sweetest, caring. I'm going to just handle both sides of the insurance.
Who you have? State Farm. Guy. I have them as well.
Oh, look, let's say she fine, she get out, and you like, okay, bet, don't even worry about it. Go ahead and get back in. Chill. And then you trying to be smooth, and you see the passenger door open. My bad, bro. Sorry she hit you. My God. It's her car, but I was driving it, shit. We switched, thought you was a fan.
When he get out, all your adrenaline goes away. Now your lower back is in pain.
Yep.
You thought filling up fast.
I actually think I do need an ambulance. No. Tell them I
Real
need
shit.
an ambulance.
If you hit me from the back, in your car, pause, that's crazy. But if somebody was to rear end me in their car,
There we go.
and it was fine as hell, I'm still getting a police report.
That was crazy. You was about to say if you was about to hit me from the back, and you was fine as hell. That's not crazy though. Because why? He was talking about being in the car.
Right. Bitch ass.
Y'all want me to fit in with you niggas or not? Y'all want me to be annoying or not? Good.
You better be careful because they could be like the one with the hearts. The heart glasses.
Yup. I do what I want.
Hey, we still calling insurance. Shit too high. Sorry, you fine, but it's too high.
We still definitely calling insurance.
We still calling insurance.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Because I can't
you're
trust
gonna be
you.
liable, but
Yeah.
and I'm still gonna bag.
Fellas, what you supposed to do in that situation though is you supposed to get out and not say nothing about her being fine or nothing like that. You can't really go into a smooth mode.
Nah, you can't.
You really supposed to just go and be on your, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, it's whatever, handle your shit.
Yeah, but you know what? This is how you make your mark. This the player shit right here. This is player. You got rear-ended by this chick, right?
Yeah.
The way you handle it is
You gotta be
when she find a shit, you say, look, don't even worry about it. You if you get out and you go safety first. Hey, chill. We good? You all right? She'll be like, I hit your car. Your car's messed up. You got confidence. Chill. Don't worry about the cost. Are you good?
Yeah,
All right, bet.
make sure
What's
she
your name?
good.
Bet. My name's such and such. Let's go ahead and do this the right way. Don't you worry about it. Have a seat right here. Whatever. You taking care of it, right?
Yeah.
Long story less long. You was gentlemen. You was playing throughout the whole shit. You're gonna see this chick again at the club, in the store, wherever.
Oh no, you might not.
That's where you bag.
No.
You let life bring her back your way. You
You're
don't
wrong.
try to fucking find her on IG and say, oh, I'm still waiting on my bumper fix. You just wait.
This is a 16-leg parlay.
Jesus Christ.
And if you let her walk away, then you will miss. It is on you. You got to get in your Will Smith hitch bag. You got to get out. And when she says, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I can't believe this. You say, wow, I'm speechless. And she going to say, why? And you going to say, you are breathtaking. Just hearing the words car come out of your mouth just does something to me. You got to get on your Love is Blind. But either way, like I said, fellas, you better ask her then and there. You right by saying do you know what I'm saying, do your thing. But also, fellas,
Who want to give out their number after they just got
yeah, who kind of want to deal
That's
with?
why you wait, see her at the Walgreens or the Starbucks and be like, this is the woman that almost killed me.
And you know these niggas be loving their car.
This the stupid, yeah. My
They gonna get out with rage. What was you doing, Tommy? She get out fine and you already on set. Oh. I thought you was somebody else. They not even gonna turn it down. But anyway, moving forward, we are headed towards the movie suggestion of the week. Real, hit it up.
My movie suggestion of the week, Netflix. It's called Fury. Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf, John Bernthal.
Hell yeah, man. I felt like I recommended that one before, but I'll say you do it again.
It's back on Netflix. It's about some guys that are in the war, or I don't know which type of war it is. I haven't seen it in a minute. All I know is they kind of get trapped in the land of the enemy, and they like laying low. And first of all, like Shia LaBeouf is one of my favorite humans of all time. Like my childhood is Shia LaBeouf. And watching him grow as an actor, like his performance in that movie, smoked it. Brad Pitt smoked it. John Bernthal, another one of my favorite humans, smoked it. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, that's the one you need to see. And that Joan, hey, it's heavy. It's heavy because it's warish.
Movie suggestion of the week is going to be Desperado, Antonio Banderas, Salma Hayek, Robert Rodriguez.
Oh, nice.
It's his second film. To me, I think it's a dope 90s movie. And fellas, if you're watching this, I know y'all would want to watch that just to see Salma Hayek, for real, for real. If you ever see anybody talk about Salma Hayek, right? Or her being fine or something like that, it's Desperado or El Mariachi that they talking about. Go look at them two movies.
Yeah.
I'd like...
Young Salma.
No, I'm sorry. It's not El Mariachi. It's Desperado and Don't Say It.
The briefcase joint, right?
That's Desperado, but it's also the second one was like something Kiss from Paris or some shit, Long Kiss from. Damn, I'm blanking. Anyway, Desperado, it's a great movie. It's a 90s flick. It's definitely old school. You ain't gonna watch this and think that it's a crazy twist. Put this shit on when you cook or when you eat or some shit, and I swear you'll enjoy it. It was Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Yes. Once Upon a Time in Mexico was actually a lot more alright. You know, y'all had some more money and said, let's do it again. Desperado is that one.
Where is your movie viewable, sir?
My movie is viewable on Netflix. Shout out.
Netflixy.
I had it on earlier, so. You want to talk a little bit about some NFL picks, NFL free agency?
Some of the
get out of
last,
the way?
yeah. What are some of the last ones that have rung off?
Now, the biggest one that I wanted to talk about, of course, is the fact that Russell Wilson went to the Steelers, of course. Mm-hmm. But then the Steelers done went and traded for Justin Fields.
Yeah.
What type of sense does that make?
It solidifies that. So they came out today and said that Russ will be QB1, Fields will be QB2. As of now, they still got to go through whatever. It's security, but it's also securing the backup. They lost Pickett to Tennessee or wherever the fuck he went.
Wow.
So they don't have a backup QB. And honestly, I was expecting Fields to go for more than what the Steelers got him for. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bears, you don't get any compensatory draft picks that you can now help Caleb. And that's why RG3 was making that point that he was trying to make, which he just delivered horribly.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see how, this is the thing, this is motherfuckers don't get. Do y'all think they trust Russ 100%? Hell no.
And we only got Russ for 1 year.
You put Russ and Fields in that Tomlin system, they both may show up different. I think Fields still has an opportunity to be a good quarterback. It just sucks that they squandered his first years and he had no help.
Yeah.
And now he's just going to backup land while all the help is arriving. You know what I'm saying? You finally get Keenan Allen. You finally get, help on defense.
And to me, he's not a fucking backup quarterback at all. He's a starter. He should be starting for one of these teams.
What he can do with his legs, he shouldn't be on nobody's bench.
He shouldn't be on nobody's bench. That's ridiculous. He's like the next. I always feel like he's mini Lamar.
Yeah, but he's not Lamar. But
like a mini, and definitely not Lamar, but like, bro can explode for 1,000 rushing yards in a season. Easy.
Nah, yeah. What he could do with his leg makes him somebody that should not be on anybody's bench.
Nobody's bench. And I definitely don't think he should be on the bench for fuckboy ass Russ. And I don't mean fuckboy as a person. He's a great person, a great human being. I love to see what he's doing with, CC. I love CC.
You don't love it. Shut up.
Terrell, yes, I do. Y'all just some fucking haters.
We are haters.
Yes.
You called a nigga corny every chance
Terrell,
you get.
but that don't mean I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of what he's doing. I do think you can be. Look, I think I'm kind of corny sometimes. Aren't y'all still fans of me? Right. I think when you want to compare him to a nigga like, we're not doing it. Anyway, I thought Daniil Hunter from the Vikings, he went to the Texans.
Yes.
I thought that was big for them because I feel like the Texans are good enough to now not need the big pieces. They could go get the small help.
Nah, yeah, that's a huge piece.
That was a big piece from the Vikings to the Texans. Christian Wilkins, the D lineman from the Dolphins, going to the Raiders. Raiders fans, was it really D line that needed help? That's what I was thinking.
I mean, I think they lost.
They don't have Garoppolo.
They just got
They don't
somebody
have
else. They got somebody else on the D line to go opposite Crosby before they got Wilkins. Or was that Wilkins?
The last big one would be Patrick Queen from the Ravens to the Steelers.
Going to the Steelers, man. Huge. I wanted Patrick Queen to land in Washington. I would have thought that would have been dope.
I like who we picked up this past week. I mean, people have been talking trash about our pickups. I'm not really going to get too much into all of the pickups, y'all, because I feel like it's so much. I just want to talk about the small things, mainly the Justin Fields one, but people telling me that our team is picking up scrubs. Y'all are picking up scrubs. I need y'all to understand this.
Y'all picked up Eckler. Did we talk about that? That was after the pod, wasn't it?
Maybe that was. But so far, we've gotten Eckler, Ertz, couple linemen, got a lineman from the Chiefs.
Wagner this week.
Bobby Wagner, fucking... And we just got a cornerback from the Chargers today. But we got a lot of dope pickups. You know, Barry McManus.
My guy.
Super Bowl champion.
Barry McManus is who we went to elementary school with.
Brandon McManus. Shout out to Barry. Yeah. That's random.
Yeah, Brandon McManus is a Super Bowl 50 champion. Denver Bronco.
Barry, this is random as fuck. If Barry's watching this, you know why I know his name? His name used to always be before us, remember?
Yeah.
McManus, Mallory.
No, it was us. It was us first.
Or us first.
Mallory and then McManus.
Nah, MC.
MAMC. This motherfucker.
Look, the C comes before A. Idiot. But anyway, that's the podcast, episode 193. Turn up, everybody be safe. Enjoy your week. Eat good. Tell people you love them. Hey, let's make this money, right? Sports bettors.
Please be careful with this sports betting shit. This motherfucker is... Next time.